Welcome back to our channels, Warriors. We are still growing up in this easy beezy for sheezy, my little kneesies was crack-a-lacking cuz-os. About to jump on the live. Well, this is a live. Loading it up. What's crack-a-lacking? A lot of you guys are with your families this Sunday. I don't have a family, so here I am. Oh, knock it off, Hector. You do have a family. What's up, Mark, JT, Carrie, Miss Scorpio Rising? What up? John, Abuelita's Journey, Pyro Destruction, El Gallo de Jalisco, Michael, Ceci, Real Recognizes Real. Happy Sunday, man. Osama Bin Laden. What's up, Matt? I was not gonna do a live today at all. Maybe I was. We're working on something. The plan was not to do a live right now. In other words, what's up? Everybody's on here, man. I see you, James. Damn, I just got a haircut in this shirt, and I can feel the hair. El Gallo de Jalisco, Rogue Vibes, Leanne, Bojangles, Michael, Bacala. Everybody's in here. Junior, Eli, John. If I miss your name, I'm not doing that on purpose. What's up, Michael? I appreciate that. Jose, Stormy. My daughter spent the night here. My daughter spent the night here last night, man, for the first time and since the separation of my wife and I. That's almost a year, but I didn't pressure her. Who was it? Johnny, I didn't pressure her. Roodster. When she's the one who brought it up yesterday, unless my ex tried to convince her to spend the night. Bro, saw an advertisement for CDCR on a semi. Laugh out loud. What the F? No, I feel you. Ceci, what up? Please pega that like button. Hey, what up, Brian? So the reason why I got on right now, right? You guys know me. Let's be realistic here. Let's not joke. Let's not play, right? Because my heart just dropped. And I got to clarify something. I've been doing a lot of major interviews on a lot of major platforms lately. And I've been doing it for 2.5 years, right? I did one, and 2 days ago, one of the producers sent me the copy of my segment, sent me the video thingy. And the dude told me to look over it, and I didn't look over it because I was busy, and I freaking was sitting on my couch right now, and I pulled it up, right? And I'm watching the video, and it's a good video. But one of the things that I say in the video, okay, so like real quick, when you, I gotta clarify something. This is why I was like, what the fuck? When you do an interview in person, they'll ask you, how old are you? Right? And you gotta say, how old am I? I'm 40 years old. So you gotta repeat the question back to them. Where did you grow up? Oh, I grew up in Brawley, California. So that's how interviews work. They ask you the question, you repeat the question, and then you give the answer. Nah, no mames, man. Why the fuck do I say this is fucking crazy? I don't know how they did this, right? I don't appreciate it. How they did. I don't understand what happened here. You ain't gonna get me. No motherfuckers are going to get me. Fuck you. No motherfuckers are going to get me. Nah, I'm cool. Well, the question I repeated was, have I ever seen correctional staff abuse inmates? And I said yes. What the fuck? Nah, man. No. Right here, 100%. I don't remember them asking me that fucking question. Number one, let it be known. Number two, I definitely have never observed, personally, with these 2 fucking eyeballs, observed in my little 16-year career, staff abuse. Abuse is a huge, huge word, right? Child abuse, abuse. Abuse, to me, is doing something to somebody that didn't require it or didn't have it coming, right? Now, let me make the clarification. Apparently I said it. I have never heard you say anything that infuriating. I've been in a lot of fucking staff assaults, right? In staff assaults, people are fighting, both each other. Boom, bow, bang, bow, bam. I don't call that abuse. I don't call that abuse. People got fucked up. People got fucked up bad. Hey, pow, bam. If I hit harder than you, if I got more homies than you, to me, that's not abuse, right? Yeah, in the beginning, you had more homies, right? And then little as that's not abuse. I don't care. I never seen it. That's how you get caught up in a wreck. No. God, okay, I just said wow, oh my God, wow. You're not a rat, my boy. Thank you, John. I'm like, what the fuck? I just hit the homie up right now. I told him, hey, dude, bleep that out. Change it. And he's like, I'll try. I didn't observe any abuse. I didn't. I did not. Is that to say that abuse has not happened? Probably has happened, right? You got a lot of weird fucking people. You got a lot of weird people. There's corrupt cops. There's cops that get in trouble. There's cops that get arrested. There's cops that mess with kids. There's cops that mess with inmates. Anything is plausible and possible. Yes, but that was wild. They're trying to twist your words. That shit ain't cool. I don't know. I think, and I told him too, I said, bro, I said, number one, I don't remember you asking me that. Number two, I think it was the way you rearranged the segments, the clips. We had to have been talking about SNY and GP integration where I consider that abuse. So if I consider that abuse sitting in this chair, that's probably what I was referring to. To me, that's abuse. When you're mixing inmates that should not be mixed, man. Yeah, don't let it get twisted. That shit's going to air tomorrow. It's probably going to get millions of views. Kick back, Hector. It's probably going to get millions of views. And yeah, fuck, good. I feel in 6 minutes, I managed to get that shit off my chest. I ain't about to look like no fucking rat. Hey, I ain't about to get indicted. Fucking cops are going to show up at my house and be like, what kind of fucking abuse did you see? My answer is going to be straight up. I observed the administrators mix GPs and SNY. That's the abuse I saw. It led in fucking 83 murders. But you ain't going to get me caught up in no fucking wreck. Nah. I can't tell you, Don, because I signed contracts and shit. It'll come out tomorrow. What's up, Chop Too Cold? Lieutenant, is it a good idea to knock the biggest guy in prison to establish yourself, or is that a crash out move? Definitely a crash out move, bro. I like how you put that at the end. Or is that a crash out move? You will be ostracized. It's like in the city. It's like living in a city, bro. You can't just walk up to somebody and punch them. I mean, does it happen? Oh, yeah, it happens. But is it a good idea? Did you say it was a good idea? Yeah, it's not a good idea. Okay, Breezy, I'll play your game. What are the possibilities that can happen after you punch a big person? Number one, that person can obliterate the shit out of you, right? I've seen it. That person can probably pull out a weapon and start stabbing you to death when you least expected it, which you should have been expecting it the whole time. That person could have friends, homies that sees you punching their homie. Next thing you know, you're getting stomped out by 20 to 30 fucking people in the yard, right? It's not a good idea. And you won't be establishing yourself, bro. People will be like, what the fuck was wrong with that guy? What was wrong with that guy? Probably a conversation of abuse of power, LT, that I could see. It was I don't know. It came out weird. And then they put a little video clip too, and I'm like, no, what the fuck are you guys? Nah, man, I ain't no fucking DJ Vodka. I didn't do that. I'm not here to do that, man. For 2.5 years, I've been telling you where the problem lies in the CDCR, man. I almost got got. Maybe I did get got. I don't care. I let my truth out right now. You're fucking telling a fucking abuse. Your crew here ain't cool with that. Your crew here ain't cool with that. Aren't cool with that. What does that mean? Oh, with the way they fucking minced my words somehow. Well, they were my words. I don't know how they came out like that. Lieutenant, catch up on UFC. Last night's cards was amazing. Oh, dude, I saw the poster. I'm like, damn, should I get it or should I not get it? But they're fucking expensive, bro. I can't see myself paying $100 for a UFC card. I remember when they were like $50, $60. I remember UFC 1 and 2 and 3 when you had to get the box. Inmates watch boxing on the Mexico channels. They were probably trying to mess with the clip to get views. I don't know. That was weird. Sick peace officer closing hat, LT. Oh, this is a crisis response team. How was the sleepover? All right, good. I just calmed down, man. I want you to know that I was not, that the way my words came out was not the way it looked like on the television. Like, it makes it sound like, no, it makes it sound fucking bad. Bad. Yeah, Hector, your COs are abusing the inmates. Not what I seen at Donovan. That's not what I seen. I didn't see that. And another thing, you guys know me, and I was a fucking fuming over there. I'm like, dude, I wouldn't tolerate abuse. Ain't nobody gonna abuse anybody in front of me. I don't give a fuck. That's a fact. There will be no abuse going on in my presence, right? Because I'll snatch anybody up. That's not the truth. That's not reality. I don't know why they did that or how that happened. I'm cool on that. Show us your dreads, LT. I got a haircut. Dude, I cannot even... You know I'm a handsome man, right? I can't even go to get a haircut, guys. I'm just going to tell you guys right now. I can't even go get a haircut. Your boy can't even go buy plants, man. I can't do nothing. I try to be a good boy. I go to church, but my good looks, they just shine through. What are you talking about? La Pedora, you missed this whole the beginning. I'm going to give you the cliff notes. La Pedora, I'm going to give you the cliff notes, and then I'm going to answer how my sleepover was. The cliff notes was, you're a 7 out of a 10 man. Well, yeah, but my confidence brings me up to an 8, Sarah. Let's be realistic. And I have a strong nose, which I don't like this light right now. I think you got to take into account. Look at these traps. Look at these shoulders. This brocha's coming in. Come on, Sarah. Please work with me here. Hector, are you going to volunteer for blank? No, not that place. Another place. What's up, LT? Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, La Pedora. Thank you. They try to, I don't know what the fuck, man. They asked me a question if I've ever seen correctional staff abuse inmates, and I said yes, on camera. And I'm like, whoa. No, I really, literally have not. That's a fucking fact. Now, have I seen people get fucked up? Yeah, per policy. I know how to write. Right? I know how to write. You want to hit a cop? I know how to write. You hit the cop, right? Look at the 7219. You hit the cop, didn't you? Well, yeah. Okay. What are you crying about? Anyways, fuck. What was I gonna say right now? When you going to wear your shirt? It's right. It's in here. I'll wear it on the next live, La Pedora, I promise you. What's up, Tintin? Shout out to Bassett. Fuck, I was going to say something right now, but you guys, I got so sidetracked like a motherfucker. I was talking about haircut. Pencil whip them. It seems like each state treats inmates differently. Well, yeah, here in California, we have gay pride parades for the inmates, right? Come on, man. Come on. We're giving them everything. Radios, TVs, wind-up, tablets, parades, car shows. They get treated fairly fucking well when it comes to that. What's up, Mr. Chandler? How was the sleepover? Okay, so my daughter, I don't know why. She said, Daddy, I want to spend the night at your apartment. I said, okay, cool. I thought she was going to back out. She didn't. I said, what do you want to eat? S'mores, Oreos, what do you want? She's like, yeah, all of it. So we went to Walmart. I bought s'mores making. I bought Oreos. What else did I buy? A couple other little treats. Came back over here. She turned on the TV. We sat on the couch. We were hanging out. She fell asleep like at 10 o'clock at night, which is pretty freaking late. 10 is late. Her bedtime is 7 p.m. She fell asleep at 10 p.m. And then I woke up in the middle of the night, and it was a good feeling. I'll be honest with you guys. There's 175 warriors watching. I have been sleeping alone for the last almost a year. And the first night, I'm not going to lie. I never said this on the live. Now let's change the gears a little bit. The first night I got my own apartment and I moved out, I was laying in this fucking empty at the time. It's all furnitured out now. And I couldn't stomach it. I couldn't stand it. The being alone. And it was not, the thoughts that were going through my head were not good thoughts. And I thought to myself, no way, man. My purpose is to provide and to protect. I have nobody to provide and to protect anymore. I'm useless, right? And then I ended up going back to my ex's house and like sneaking in and sleeping on the couch because I couldn't stomach it. But then after that, I came back to my apartment and kind of just fucking muscled it out. But after my daughter spent the night, it felt complete, like whole, like, okay, fuck, I could do this, right? I can or deal with the separation. If my daughter is now willing to like overnight stays with me, to me, that's a difference. It makes a difference for me because being a man, a protector, somebody that cares and loves their family, right? Even my ex, no ill will. I want to always ensure their well-being. And I can't ensure their well-being if I'm not near their proximity. I'm somewhat near, but I'm not there. So yeah, thank you guys. What up, Ray? Awesome. Special daddy-daughter time. I'm melting. Oh, shout out to the Bay Area. Yeah, she's going to be 7 years old soon. Join the California Border Patrol. Heck, they need good people like you right now. Well, I'm going to be going somewhere else soon. Thank you, I'm going to be going somewhere else. I started I'm going to try to lean out because I got to be in top physical shape again. What's up, Lorena? Thanks for sharing. Oh, that's what I was going to say, and Lorena reminded me. Hector's going to the Horn of Africa to protect us from pirates. Definitely not going to Africa. I'm not going to Africa, and I'm not going to Ukraine. And I'm not saying anymore. Lieutenant, it pains me you went through that, and you are so important to us. Well, I believe God makes everything happen for a reason. And I went to church today. Who is the scariest inmate you've ever seen or met? I interviewed yesterday a former Fresno police officer. He did like 22 years of service with the Fresno PD, Narcotics Division, Special Task Force, undercover work. And I said, hey, bro, you ever see the Santa Muerte statues? And he's like, yeah, bro, all the time. It was scary. I said, like, did it give you an eerie feeling? And he's like, oh, yeah, it makes the hairs on your neck stand up when you see the altars in people's houses and stuff like that. Now, I was referring to evil things. So the question asked to me, who is the scariest inmate you've ever seen or met? Out of my 6 years, 2 different prisons, I would say on one hand, probably a total of 4, there were inmates that you felt this evil presence around them. One was a black dude, older, not old. He came from Calipat. He did a staff assault at Calipat. They transferred him to Centinela, C6, the whole. And I was self-eating in the morning, and the way he was standing in the window, now that I'm looking back, it was kind of like the Hannibal Lecter, where Hannibal Lecter's standing in the window, like this black dude staring at me, and that caught me off guard, man. Like, the evilness, like I could feel it. The eyes look like motherfucker, look like Candyman. And I said, you gonna eat? Motherfucker. I didn't know what else to say. And he's like, I think he said, yeah. And I'm like, oh, fuck, nah. Here, man, I don't want no fucking problems. I'm gonna go over here. But there was an aura around that dude. And then there's a couple evil ones where you're just like, fuck, man. Fuck. They're not necessarily the biggest and buffest or the most tattooed, right? There's something, you could feel it. There's something off. They sent my son to you know where, Hector. So sad that if you go, cuídamelo, por favor. Oh, for sure, Lorena, I got you. Don't even trip. When do you take off? Will you keep up on the YouTube or is it just the Patreon, bro? Join the Patreon, fire content. Thank you. Who was it? No, I'm gonna try to be on the YouTube. I got a manager. I got a manager. We talk. I got plans. You guys, for those of you guys that have been watching me for 2 years, you guys know last year I went out of the state to do some training. I was on my way to another country. I ran into a problem. It didn't happen. I came back home, and then a different opportunity, same type of opportunity arose, and now it's just round two, but a different location, far away, and I'm cool with it. If you guys really think about it, all I need is a cell phone to be able to communicate with you guys, and cell phones are everywhere, even in prison. What's up, Esquiel? Saludos, LT. Have you gotten any royalty checks from Grunt yet? No, that's funny. You should bring that up. The producer that produced it with me, technically, he did all the editing, the filming, the traveling, and I did tell him like, "Hey, bro, I'm not trying to make money off of this, right? Like, that's not my goal. That's not my purpose." And prior to him posting it on Amazon, he said we would do a contract. We never did the contract. But to answer your question, no, I haven't seen no money from the Grunt, but that's fine. I'm not even tripping. Like I said, I'm not even tripping. That wasn't the purpose. The purpose was to spread that message. I'm not even tripping on that. And is it possible that down the line some things can change and maybe I will receive some income from that? Possibly. Maybe. Yeah. Great question. He is there. I know what I feel much better knowing you're going as well. I was going to say it's going to be cool, Lorena, but it's going to be all good. What's up, Sarah? Thank you. Sarah just got a ranch for subscribing to the Patreon. My 4 years of defense contracting in blank and blank was fun as shit. Well, I'm about to give it a whirl, cool sense. What's up, Johnny boy? Thank you guys for blessing me. Esquiel, Johnny boy. I'm just glad you guys accepted my truth right now when I was like, nah, you ain't gonna fucking get me twisted up in a wreck. So the other day, I did a video of the 83 murder, or 83rd murder. And it never fails. I'm starting to see a trend. Remember, your boy see trends, he sees trends. The family members got at me on the comment saying, "That's my brother, that's my family member. I don't appreciate you talking about him like that." And I'm just like, man, haven't I been telling you guys? Like, you guys, while your loved ones are alive, while they're still kicking and breathing, is when you should be highly upset at the CDCR. Highly upset at the people that I am identifying, the root of the problem. Do not wait till it's too late. Because once it's too late, that's it. It's game over at that point. I keep trying to tell people. I even tell these COs, hey, shaping up, get with the program. One of you are going to get killed. Nobody cares. But I guarantee you, I know what's going to happen. When a CO gets killed, everybody motherfucking Instagram profile is going to have a badge with a black drape over it. I'm like, oh, now that's what you want to do. Motherfucking reactive people instead of proactive people. Should have been at the fucking Muay Thai gym. What's up, DCT1915? Nate, Tim Kennedy gonna save CDCR next. That was funny. What's up, Phillips? What's up, homie? Sends my full blast. I can write you, bro, for sure, dude. I'll be on the social media. Angelo said, shit, CDCR is so messed up right now, I might apply with my expunged felonies. I guarantee you, you probably have a good shot, man. The department is literally the worst it's ever fucking been, man. And I don't have nothing I don't have nothing against, right, the gay community. I definitely do not. But people want me to make a segment. People want me to make an episode on the whole pride parades that are taking place, partaking in all all California prisons right now. Fuck you, Hector. I'm in Calipat, Centinela. We don't have that shit here. I don't know. I don't know what's going on anymore, man. Maybe I might make the video. Maybe I might not. Right? And again, it's not anything about the gay community. It's you guys clearly see why there is 83 murders. You guys clearly see it. Then you had Chance and D's saying, what did he say? That guy is something else, man. I give it to Chance. I give it to Chance. He has quadrupled down. He went full. He went for it. He went for it. Chance, you went for it, my boy. I'll give you that, dude. He's like, and people who question if what we are doing is public safety, of course it's public safety. I will not send a broken person out out to your society. Well, technically, Cesar Hernandez got sent to our society because of the California model and failed safety and security protocols. That's the number one. And not prioritizing Corrections 101. So knock it off, Chance. Number two, I ain't here to put homeboy's business out on the tier, man. I'll never let my wife I'll never introduce you to my wife. That's for goddamn sure, my boy. I can't even trust you, man. Matt just blessed me. New sub as of a few months, but I've been back and watched all your content. You're a big homie, LT. Hey, thank you, Matt. Welcome, bro. Welcome, dude. You're going to like this fucking fucked up community we have here. Here's the crazy thing about us, Matt. People think we're crazy. We're not crazy, bro. We just had enough of the bullshit. We just had enough of the bullshit. And we say things for what they are. What's up, Don Carmelo? I miss you already, LT. Man, it's going to suck. No, it's not going to suck, Carrie. Well, I'll be fine. I'll be eating, hopefully, food. Yeah, every time I go somewhere, I think about food. I love food. Hector, you should do foodie content on the internet. This is some bomb menudo. Damn, these chitlings taste like shit, Karen. Damn. I haven't had me some fucking spaghetti like this since 1962. 1962. Oh, shit. Doesn't even make sense. Doesn't even make sense. I haven't had spaghetti like this since 1962. Where's brother Matt at? Oh, shit. Wagon clapper, initially 45 days, and then it'll be on a rotation schedule after that. What's up, Mr. Bojangles? Do you count your macros? Yes. Lance, yes. You gonna eat that cornbread? What's up, government? Username? I'm just going over your guys' comments. Thank you, sir, 78. Cheryl, I see you. Erlinda. Hell yeah, I see you right there. Wow, dude, we're 28 minutes in live. I've talked about so far my social media blunder, my interview blunder that I said, which will be exposed to the world tomorrow. My daughter spending the night. You guys want to talk about my upcoming journey? I don't want to talk about it because I really can't. And then that prison is fucked up. CDCR is fucked up. Bad. Facts, JH. What's up, Jose? What else is good, man? I didn't even plan this live, like I said. I'm trying to think of what I can tap in. I talked about the murder, Salinas Valley. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Let me ask you this, because now I need to interact. Put a number 1 in the comment section. Put a number 1 in the comment section. If you guys totally understand why the CDCR is broken the way it is. And if it's, I'm telling you, because of the administrators they're not all there. They're not all there. Trust me. They are writing memorandums against the correctional officers. They're always attacking the correctional officers. Always. Always. And one of the reasons why I left. I was a lieutenant. They were trying to get me to punish the correctional officers. I'm not going to do that, man. I'm not here for that. I was in the Army. I was trained properly. You don't get down like that. That's not the way you got. You gotta make a homie, not break a homie. What's up, Hess? There we go. Hess, you get the most pinned award for sure, dude. What's up? Leave it for third. 15 days off and back to the grind tomorrow. I hate that feeling. That feeling was the worst, bro. With that feeling where you're dreading to go back, that feeling is the worst, man. But I hope you enjoyed your time off, dude. What do you think about California counties holding juveniles till the age of 25 for heinous crimes? I mean, I don't see a problem with it. I don't see a problem with it. If they're isolated, if they're away. I mean, a holding facility, a detention facility is a detention facility. We just got to feed you, give you a place to sleep, try to keep you safe. I don't see a problem with it. Now, definitely a problem if you're mixing juveniles with adults. That's a problem. That's a common sense problem. You could be victimized. I did not watch Jake Paul's fight. I didn't even know he fought. Shout out to Pulido at Lancaster, Bravo, Yarda. Damn, Pulido, shout out to you, bro. Lieutenant, I'm so glad you're in, carnal. What's up, Ruben? What's up, David? How many bags for what? Jake Paul versus Chavez? I didn't even know that was a thing. Thanks for my surprise live, Hector. Always happy to see you. Thank Nikki. It was a surprise as well for me, too. I didn't even expect this. Razos XD Super Glide. Homie Hangout Josh said it best. Yeah. And you guys did put the little ones in there. I'm glad you guys are able to see it, man. You think working LA County jails is just as bad as CDCR? I don't know. I don't know how LA County Jail operates. I do have friends that have worked there and left there for similar reasons. So possibly, maybe CDCR is leading the pack of retardedness. I see you right there, OC714. Do you think CYA was a worse environment than CDCR? From what I've heard, everybody on YouTube, absolutely. From what I heard, it sounded like constant chaos, which is one reason why I personally would never have wanted to work around juveniles or women. I can't stand either of them motherfuckers. Your boy needs to be around some grown men, man. Grown men, motherfuckers. So if you know you fucked up, you know you fucked up. Hyenas and juveniles, that's a problem. Hyenas and juveniles are very impulsive and emotional. They might not realize what they're about to get themselves into by their actions. Grown men, you know what time it is. You know what time it is. Thank you, Erlinda. Yeah, the Prime Initiative. He worked the jails. Yeah, go check out the Prime Initiative YouTube channel. That's who I was referring to. Soren Prime. There's chaos in YA. No real authority in there. And then I heard about that Jim TD. Remember? Remember when I came out on the YouTube like 2.5 years ago and somebody explained to me what Jim TD was in CYA? I'm like, what the fuck is that? Oh, yeah, Hector, they had us on our knees. Had us on our knees, all fucked up, all fucking bound and gagged. I'm like, what the? Nah, man. We weren't even doing that. We weren't even doing that to motherfuckers in Iraq. In Abu Ghraib, they were. You know, let's talk about that. Abu Ghraib. Let's talk about abuse. abuse since I've... That is abuse, okay? That is abuse. Abu Ghraib. Who was doing that? Military police, MPs. Military police are not infantry, right? It's not taking a shot at the military police. You're not going to catch somebody that understands how bad it sucks in the trenches to be doing dumb shit, right? So if there is abuse going on in CDCR, it's the lames, right? The people that were bullied, and et cetera, which Abu Ghraib. So do things like this happen? Yeah, they fucking happen. Are they one-offs? I mean, I don't know how fucking frequent they happen, but that is abuse, right? I know what abuse is. I definitely know what abuse is, and I know what abuse is not. That's my clarification. Hector, was that Abu Ghraib? You guys know about Abu Ghraib, 2004, Baghdad, Iraq, the prison? They had these Iraqi insurgents. I don't even know if they were insurgents at this point in my life. Fucking Iraqi men, naked, pyramid, stacked. Electrocuted by the dog. To me, that is not warranted. That is not necessary. But here's the real truth. Hector, did you fuck some of those people up? Oh my God, I fucked some of those people up. I did. I truly did. Well, Hector, how come is it that on their situation, it's abuse, but on your situation, it's not abuse? Motherfucker, when you're in the mix and it's game time, it's cracking. It's on and cracking. Motherfuckers are gonna get fucked up in the moment. Are you guys tracking or are you guys not tracking? You guys are not, are you guys tracking? We've done some fucked up shit in the moment. Oh, fuck. We've done some fucked up shit. I remember one time we were on patrol in Balad, in the outskirts, fucked up area too, by checkpoint 27. And as we're driving on patrol, we come across a Bradley. I have the pictures too. I have the videos. The Bradley was fucking destroyed. The Bradley fighting vehicle was blown. The fucking tracks were everywhere. The wheels were fucking somewhere else. The reactive armor was on the street. Big ass crater on the ground. 126 infantry got hit by a roadside bomb that was right underneath the road. It was in a canal, like it was in one of those water things that go under the road. Luckily, no Americans got killed. A few got wounded. We happened to just drive up on scene. Like, we inadvertently drove up on this fucking scene. That happened a couple times. And there was an Iraqi on his stomach. It was in the summer. It gets 145 degrees. That fucking street must have been 200 degrees in a little man dress. Zip tied on his stomach in the street. He had American dollars, a lot of them, in his car. They stopped him right there, right after the bomb. And he was crying in pain. And I remember being a 19-year-old kid and looking at him and saying, thinking to myself, shut the fuck up, bitch. Right? Shut the fuck up, bitch. Because the totality of the circumstances is if you are responsible for detonating a bomb, then and there, it wounds Americans. They capture you immediately, and in the process of their duties, securing the area, they put you in zip ties and they put you on your stomach in the street, and you want to cry about it? That's not necessarily abuse to me. I sure the fuck am not going to get you a cool wet towel and a chair and a fucking foot massage. That's not what the fuck anybody's going to do. I hope you were tracking. The chief deputy at Lancaster during IST last week was like, don't be the one leaking videos. There's guys out there like Hector Bravo. What's that supposed to mean? Bro, that's fair. Thought old boy was innocent at first. No, he was not fucking innocent. The motherfucker was guilty. Because you're piecing together things, right? Things are moving fast. People are fucked up. Chaos. It is loud. Smoke. Debris. And why does this man have bundles and bundles of American cash in his fucking dashboard? That's not normal. That's not fucking normal. What they did. More than likely what they did was they paid this guy to come and detonate a bomb. That's what they would do. They would pay people to attempt to kill us. Oh, God. Oh, God. Fuck. Hold on. I'm confused right now because there's Kenny right there. Shout out to Kenny. Hold on. Wait. The department, let me tell you guys something real quick before I go on to Kenny. There's 204 warriors watching. You guys love being up to date. Literally, this channel is up to date. Up to date on what is happening in CDCR like up to like 10 minutes ago. Like time now go. You guys always get up to date information on here. The department all the way from headquarters to the prisons to the academy are cracking down on cell phones like a motherfucker. Why? You know why. You know why. I've been fucking posting videos of what is really happening inside CDCR. I'm not fabricating any of these videos. And I'm not AI generating them. Oh, except maybe like one of them. Like, I think Jeff McCumber kissing Cesar Hernandez was AI, guys. It was. For the record, the Cesar Hernandez video kissing Jeff McCumber on the lips, that was AI. I generated that one. But all the other ones, the Grinch murder, the staff assaults, the attempted murders on COs, Corcoran, all those is really fucking happening. CDCR has lost their fucking minds because they've never faced a truth bomb like me. So instead, typical. Instead of fixing their problems and correcting their wrongs, righting their wrongs, correcting their errors, they're trying to suppress the truth. They're trying to suppress the truth. Play at your own risk, tapping in with Hector Bravo's show. If you're not a patron, you're missing out. I leaked the video. Thank you. God bless you. Not for leaking the video, but for blessing me. Play at your own risk. Hector speaking facts. What's up, Chrysler? Advice for working SAG units. Okay, then I got to answer Kenny's question. Hector, bro, no matter where you end up going, carnal, you can't stop your channel. You have too much game to teach to stop. Thank you, Ruben. I'm not going to stop quite yet. I'm going to give some game on how to work ad SAG. Okay, 195 warriors watching. You're a new correctional officer in ad SAG, restrictive housing unit. Every inmate is supposed to be in restraints prior to exiting their cell. Number one. Every inmate shall have an unclosed body search performed on them, a strip search, prior to exiting their cell. As far as I'm concerned, they should have leg restraints every time they leave the building, right? To the medical or wherever. Well, I'll start off by saying, do not put your fucking face anywhere near the food port. Keep your fucking face away from the little, you know where you feed them when you open the motherfucking tray? Keep your face away from there. Keep your whole body away from there, motherfuckers. There's a little crack on the side of the doors where they give you their legal mail and all kinds of shit. Keep your fucking face away from the side of the door. At the academy, I got gassed with water, a bucket of water, because I learned my lesson. The sergeants baited me into the side of the door, and I'm here trying to be cool guy with the fucking inmate. That's the thing. Don't try to be cool guy with the inmate. That's a lesson I learned the hard way. Don't try to be cool guy. Be yourself. Hey, man, what do you need? What do you need? Oh, man. Nah, dude. I don't know what you're trying to tell me right now. Turn on your lights, right? Every cell has a light. Should have a working light. If not, put a fucking work order in. Hey, inmate, turn on your lights. You don't got to be a dick, right? This is just me talking. Hey, dude, turn on your lights. No, I don't want to turn on my lights. CO, my eyes hurt. Oh, okay, well, then you're not going to go out to yard. Or you're not going to get your tray. Oh, why you got to act like a bitch? Why you scared? You scared go to church? Look, dude, If you don't turn on your lights, you're not going to eat. That's it. I'm not here to argue. That's another thing. Don't argue with inmates. You've already told them once and you're about to tell them the second time. Turn on your lights. Motherfucker turned on his lights. He's standing like this with his hands behind his back. Let me see your hands. Nah, man, now you're doing too much, CO. Nah, you're a bitch. Let me see your hands, dude. One more. Give me one more fucking problem and you're going to be refusing to eat. That's it. Even if you have a body-worn camera, you're still within policy. Let me see your hands. Now, he's going to show you his hands. He's either going to have nothing in his hands, a milk carton full of shit and piss in his hands, a razor blade in his hands, and that's why the whole point of seeing his fucking hands. Okay, all right, dude, that was that easy, man, that easy. Nah, you're trying to keep a brother down. I'm trying not to get gassed. I'm trying not to get stabbed, slashed. Good, look, you turn on your light. You showed me your hands. Now you look inside the window, make sure there's no poop fucking bombs on the inside. And then you just give him your the tray. And you shut it. It's safety. That's so fucking hard. I feel like an idiot. When you escort, they say you got to go to, the inmate is in upper B cell. Any upper B cell. All the showers are full except for lower A. Hey, man, there's 2 Sallys in there. Come here. I'm going to cuff up both of you. And this is the reality. And it's not ratting. It's the truth. Donovan has or had, I don't know if they still do, a real problem of only cuffing one inmate and opening the cell door while the other inmate is uncuffed. Do not do that. You work at a real prison, you're going to get fucked up. Trust me. Cuff up both inmates. Here, man, come here. Stand right here. Uncuff the Sally. Grab him by the arm, right? Escort him down to the lower A shower. Your brain should always be operating in, this guy is going to attempt to do something, right? And you got to be ready for whatever he thinks he's going to attempt, he's going to do. Sometimes you encounter things like, hey, CO, can I drop off this magazine to the homie cell right there? Utilize common sense and judgment. If it is within the path of travel, there's no problem with him dropping off a magazine, right? Or a soup, 2 soups, coffee, peanut butter. There's no fucking problem, right? If it's within logic, if within reason. It's going to look like this. He's going to walk over there and he's just going to fucking toss it right there. Put it on the fucking food port. Then he's, gracias. All right. Hey, good looking out, homie. All right. I sends mines. And then you just take him to the fucking lower A shower. Hey, put your hand on the food port. I'm going to cuff this up. This is where you guys keep getting fucked up. You guys are not giving them instructions. You should be controlling every time you uncuff and uncuff an inmate. If you have an inmate cuffed behind his back, your words should be, hey, dude, okay, I'm going to uncuff your right hand. And the OGs already know. Put your right hand behind your head once I uncuff you. Boom. All right, now you're going to uncuff and you put your hand here. Then you get your handcuffs and you take a step back. It's not that fucking hard. But you guys don't know how to communicate. You guys are a new generation that are afraid. No disrespect. Well, I was afraid too. You don't think it's scary knowing that you got a big buff motherfucker with fucking big ass arms that could beat the shit out of you? Yeah, it's fucking scary. You got to be ready. You got to be ready. You got to move, man. Sometimes there's offense and defense. Motherfuckers going to go in there and try to plead with these inmates to not beat you up. What the hell? Rose, thank you. Be safe. Shit is off the hook. Hey, Rose, I perform best in chaos. Believe it or not, Hector Bravo performs best in chaos. Where's Hess at? What's up, Kelly? Shout out to you. I see your comments. I always appreciate you. You know that, right? I appreciate you, Kelly. Okay. Kenny, I didn't forget about you. Common sense is hard to find nowadays. Facts. Okay. How not to get stabbed in the fucking... How not to get slashed in the fucking throat in ADSEG, Corcoran State Prison. Okay, this is not a Monday morning quarterback. This is training for you guys. Everybody, sign the 844, training. How to remove an inmate from the shower in ADSEG, okay? You have one inmate in the shower, inmate Dominguez, okay? I see Dominguez sees me. This is me. Officer Hector Bravo, right? A no-nonsense type of guy. I could be cool if you want to be cool, or I could be very uncool depending on how far you want to take it. Pretty simple. Hey, what up, Dominguez? All right, cool, man. Morgan, he's already, the process has already started, whether he's going to slash me or not. What do you mean, Hector? Motherfucker, dude, I work out, right? I'm not, alphas and predators, they gauge each other. Watch the Animal Planet. You'll see two bears, they go, oof, oof, oof. You see, well, I don't know if they do that, but you see like motherfuckers, like the rattlesnake will go. Number one, the way I carry myself is probably going to prevent me from getting slashed or stabbed. 100%? No, nothing is guaranteed. I could get fucked up, right? But if I see Dominguez in the shower, Dominguez sees me. All right, Dominguez. First thing I'm looking for is a razor on top, on the outside of the food port. The fucking handcuff port. Now, what if there's a high probability he was in possession of 3 razors, right? What if his neighbor fished him 3 razors? I issued him 1 razor. That doesn't give me the ability to think that this motherfucker can't hurt me. At any point in time, you can get hurt. You guys listening? I get the fucking razor. He's standing there by the thing. I might not tell him to take a step back, but I will be reactive. I'm going to know there's a rail behind me, a tier. I'm not going to take my time getting this fucking razor off of the food port because the slower I am, the faster he can be. I'm just going to get it, move, get it, boom, put it in the plastic, put it in my cargo pocket. All right, dude, turn around, right? My whole distance is far away from the fucking anywhere he can touch me. That's it. That's how I'm communicating with him. I'm not anywhere near him. I don't want to get cut. I don't want to. Sometimes they're bars. The majority are bars. Dude, common sense. If he can touch you, he can kill you. I think I said that before. Common sense. Ramir, or whatever his name was. Gonzalez, what the fuck his name was. Dominguez. You shouldn't even have to tell anybody anything. They know that when they're done showering, they got to turn around and put their hands behind their back to get handcuffed. Put the handcuffs on. I would utilize caution. Do I gotta tell you guys that every time you put handcuffs on an inmate, you need to be prepared to get assaulted? Every time you take off handcuffs off of an inmate, you need to be prepared to get assaulted. Every time you're patting down an inmate looking for contraband, you need to be prepared to get assaulted. Every time you're searching a cell, you need to be prepared. The motherfucker's gonna get upset and possibly come after you. I've seen it. Dude, where the fuck did you guys think you signed up to fucking work, bro? And I hope you're not listening to the managers and administrators that are telling you guys, oh, these people are just trauma. They just have a lot of trauma in their heart and in their head. So just talk to them. Fucker, bitch. Yeah, that's what I'm not going to do. Last time I checked, I got a high school fucking diploma and not a fucking degree in psychology. You fucking idiot, buffoon, you fuck. I'm here to give him a shower and to take him back to his cell, okay? In the process, I'm hoping he doesn't kill me, and I would appreciate it if he didn't, right? But if he decides to make an attempt, I have a policy that's going to back me to the end, right? And I have common sense and I have a will to survive. How many of you young COs have a will to survive? I don't think many. That will to survive. Do you guys have a will to survive? You guys want to stay alive, or you guys don't give a fuck whether you get killed? Nah, Hector. At this point, anything, put us out of our misery. Sounds like you got to survive one day at a time, one shift at a time. It's weird because you'll feel it about to happen. Trust your gut. It's fast. Lieutenant, did you ever encounter a gay CO? Yeah, they were cool, man. You know, COs, while we are assholes, we're still also respectful. Like, if you have a gay partner, that's just simply what it is, a gay partner. It wasn't awkward. I mean, I wasn't an inmate, granted. I probably wouldn't feel a certain way if I had a gay CO looking at my butthole. Probably. Just visited CCWF. Holy fuck. Laughed my ass off. What a joke. I'm not gonna lie. I knew that exposing CDCR was gonna be a hit. I knew it was gonna be a hit. I did take that into consideration when quitting, thinking, damn, am I gonna be able to sustain? Am I gonna be able to survive out there in the real world? I'm like, man, this has to be a hit. The shit that's happening in here, nobody's gonna believe. Nobody's gonna believe. Nobody's gonna believe it. This is the most fucked up place. Diddy parties and CDCR are probably the most vile fucking places on earth, man. Yeah, the homie said if my partner is about the business and I don't give a fuck. Facts. That's basically what it boils down to. He's got balloons. They were hemorrhoids. Oh, fuck. Dude, you guys make me laugh as much as I make you guys laugh, man. Holy shit. My husband saw the Grinch video. He's in Solano. He said the inmates are in disbelief. Kelly, check this out. Everybody that has seen the video, everybody, correctional officers that started in the 1980s and the early 1990s were disgusted and in disbelief by the video. Utterly fucking disgusted. I told you, one of the first persons I showed was my dad. And I did not expect that reaction from him. And he could not, he saw 4 seconds of it. He said, that's wrong. That's wrong. I can't watch it anymore. He said, there's no way I can stand by and watch somebody get murdered. It's not in me. And that's just the way we feel, right? Anybody that has a professional bone in their body, right? Anybody that has some type of, there's words for this. Honor, right? Duty. The word duty, not duty as in poop. Duty, D-U-T-Y. Duty. That's your only job. That's your only job. You have 3 jobs. Make sure they don't jump the fence, Cesar Hernandez. Make sure they don't kill you, Corcoran. And make sure they don't kill other inmates, Grinch. You guys are fucking failing across the board, man. But Hector, the managers are gonna fire us. So you mean to tell me you would rather be in an environment that's fucking explosive as fuck, and you're just gonna sit there and wait it out and hope to God nothing bad happens? Oh, fuck. That is the worst fucking mindset to have. That is extremely fucking dumb. Extremely dumb. That's like signing up to go to war and just hoping, fuck, I don't know. They gave me Disneyland tickets. I'm here. Hey, asshole, pick up that machine gun and move it on top of that fucking building. Asshole. Fuck. I should have brought my fucking 58 minutes. We're cracking in here. Hold on. Let me go get I'm in my chonies. Your boy's always in his chonies. Hold on. What's up? What's up, the Martin? I was a street cop before that, 6 years. That shit was unreal. Oh, yeah. Your ADHD forgot me. No, so what Kenny was saying, which I kind of find it not hard to believe, that's the thing, Kenny. There's things that I see, and in my head it tells me, no way, that's not reality. That's not reality. But apparently you're telling me it is reality. So what Kenny is saying, and I find it to be true, is that they gave inmates fake batons. Fake batons. Oh, shit. What's up, Central Coast Tactical? Fake batons for their fucking gay pride parade, man. Dude, I would lose my fucking mind. If you're having a physical incident with an inmate being on body-worn camera, are you allowed to cuss or you'll get in trouble? Probably the first 2 years, COs were getting in trouble for cussing on body-worn camera, right? They were getting written up. They were getting reprimanded. I believe an outside agency came and audited them and told the managers, what are you guys doing, man? What are you guys doing to your officers? They're going to cuss. Like, it's a normal response, like in a high environment. Like, stop with that. And from what I heard, that they stopped booking them for cussing. But I don't know. I left. I couldn't stomach it. Oh, shit. What's up, the original Code 3 Angel? This person right here is a Patreon. And now has a wrench. That's right, Philip. Whoa, man, you guys are. What's up, Kathy? Where you been at? Gay for pay. Hector still rocks. Yeah, I'm in my chonies right now. Hey, you guys fucking failed, man. You guys failed. You guys failed, man. I did a trick right now. I did a trick. Where's my trick? Right before I went to go get my water, right? Right before I went to go get these bubbly waters, I said, I'll be back. I'm going to go get my chonies. And what you didn't realize was that when I came back, I changed my hat. I had this hat on, right? I had this hat on. But I fucking started this channel with this hat, and then I wore this one. That's how you're going to get stabbed in the fucking throat, by not paying attention, not seeing what fucking has changed in your environment. You got to be, this is chess, not checkers, man. Did you guys like my trick, or you guys didn't like my trick? You guys didn't like my trick? Or you guys were trying to see my chonies and you weren't even looking at my hat? Oh, Jim Digenius, what up? Hector Bravo, when you doing the meet and greet in Galt? July 10. July 10, your boy will be in Galt, California. Hector, has an inmate? Fool, I noticed, laughed my ass off. I called it out. Hold on, Matt. If you did, I'm going to give you a prize. I don't know what prize I'm going to give you yet, but I'm going to give you something. Don't trip. I'm going up, Matt. He said, asshole. Matt, I'm going up. I don't see it. The balloon knot. I don't see it, Matt. What's up, Hayes? How many ass whoopings you think they gave Cesar Hernandez? He looked fine, like from the face. What's up, Raymond? Bro, when are you going back to war soon? Why are all the higher-ups in the CO world be hating on you when you're speaking facts? Hector, here's why. What's up, Tocayo? Because they're nerds. They are nerds. They are wimps. They're really nerds. And the only reason they held the power or thought they had the power was because of the corrupt system, right? The rank structure. You can't be insubordinate. The tools that they utilize, weaponizing of the government, putting you under investigation for frivolous allegations. So they had the upper hand. All it took was one person to quit in good standings. Thank you. Start a YouTube channel and expose the truth. Thanks to the support of you guys have built this. You guys have made this grow. Think about it. I was just a boy just saying, hey, motherfucker, guys are corrupt over there. You should see. Oh, should get a load of the shit these motherfuckers are doing, right? You guys are the ones that are like, hey, check this shit out. Check this fool out. I told you, Mom, the SEALs were beating the fuck out of me in there. You never came to visit me, Mom. Mijo, you were wasting all the money on dope. I know you were. Your cousin told me. The homie said, whenever I want to go soft, I think of Gina. What's up, Linda? Yeah. Are you allowed in the state property if you go back? Yeah, dude. I mean, I can go back. Let's play a game. If Hector Bravo were to find himself at Donovan prison, which I wouldn't go, I would get off my car, I would walk into the administration building, I would go to the cafe, and I would order a burrito, and I would sit there eating. COs would be coming in, they'd be looking like, what the fuck? Hey, what the hell? Depending on who I knew or who I didn't know, they'd be like, oh shit, what the fuck are you doing here, bro? I wanted a burrito. They're gonna call the OP sergeant, they're gonna call the warden, they're gonna make a big stink about it, and they're gonna say, hey, get him out. Get him out of here. Right? Can they do that? I don't know. Visitors go on the fucking weekends and visit their loved ones. Fuck, do I give a fuck if I go or not? Am I on state property? Yeah. Should I leave before I get arrested for trespassing? Probably. Probably. How do we sign up for the meet and greet? Shoot me a DM on the Instagram. What did Kathy write? What did my girl Kathy? Keep the channel going, LT. I feel you. I'm trying. I will. Don't even trip. Excuse me on the tier. Oh, Matt. See, man. What's up, Lift? Don't even trip. What's up, Eric? Nah, you'll be fine. Play at your own risk. I've had them before. Upper management protects the inmates, but upper management are Karens to us. But if you look at the real chessboard, if you look at the real chessboard, administration does not care about inmates. They do not give a fuck about inmates. They don't. They're simply scared. They're fucking scared. They cater to them. They don't care about them because they are mixing them, GPs, S, and Ys. Administrators only care about promoting to the next level at all costs, at the cost of human lives and blood, which is absolutely fucking disgusting. The homie said, when am I doing a meet and greet in Los Angeles? I did one there last year at the art district. It was cool. I met some homies right there from Lincoln Heights. Shout out to them. Elk Grove. Hey, Kathy, I'm going to be in Elk Grove. Do you live in Elk Grove? Well, don't put that because people could be stalking you. I'm actually going to be in Elk Grove. July 10, Elk. Oh, my shit's broken. Elk Grove. My keyboard always breaks. I don't know what the fuck. Fuck it. I graduated 2 months ago in April. Laugh out loud. Been in Delano whispering to the EOPs with the Great California model. Best method California could have done. Nice try, Jeff. Nice try, Jeff. No, you are a real person. Oh, shit, you're definitely a real person. Good luck, bro. Fuck it. Handle it. Handle your California model at Delano. Don't try your California model at a real prison like fucking Calipat. Calipat's gonna get closed down. Who's that? Libertarum Advocates. What up, man? I'm about to get off shortly. I was being sarcastic about that. Damn, what's up, Raymond? I had to go to your profile, man. I don't know why. I thought you were Jeff McCumber. Despensa. How much does CDC pay out of every year in settlements? Well, they're getting their money from COs. 10% for 45 months, 5% for a year. It's a real sick scheme they got going on. It is what it is. Lieutenant, you got to get a P.O. box so you can send you shit. I'm in New York and I can't get to the meet and greet. I have a P.O. box right now, bro. I have a P.O. box. Where you been? Let me know if anybody wants to send me anything to my P.O. box. I have a lot of stuff that people send me. Thank you. And I use it all. I have a badass knife. The homie Winston sent me a badass fucking knife. The Spyderco Military 2. Spyderco Military 2. I'll show you. Let me know if you like my jokes. Let me know if you like my jokes, right? I told my mom the other day, Mom, I made it. I truly made it. I've always been a jokester, Mom. Ever since I'm a kid, I've always been a jokester. And now I'm making a living out of it. I truly made it, Mom. They're not impressed. My dad thinks he has a fucking clown for a son. He's not fucking impressed. My dad said, if you were a real man, you would have died on the tier. No son of mine is going to be a fucking clown. Did you laugh? La Pedora, did you laugh? This is my fucking big ass knife, man. Ain't nobody going to catch me slipping. Love your jokes. Thank you, Nadine. That's a fucking 4-inch blade. That's no fucking joke. Oh shit. Winston gave me that. Shout out to Winston. CDCR is filled with clowns. Yeah, and Chance Andes, man. The motherfucker came out quadrupled down on the California model. You know, he's trying to get associate director so bad, and he will. But you could not ever catch Hector Bravo saying some dumb shit. Except for my episode tomorrow where I said I observed abuse of inmates. I didn't observe shit. I had this weird trick where I can shut off my ears and my eyes when shit was going horribly south. I don't see nothing, man. I don't want to hear nothing. I don't see nothing. I don't know nothing. Nah, leave me alone, bro. Please. Does it have a chin strap? Yeah, it does. Mino Fierro. That's right. ESO. And the tortas say a 4-inch isn't enough. Lieutenant begs to differ. Boobin! You be the head chingon payaso. Holy shit, the retired CO. What's up, LT? Administration are jealous. They want to be like you and they can't because they're spineless and afraid of inmates. CDCR culeros valen verga. Facts. Facts. Oh, you reminded me of an excellent point, the retired CO, and thank you for blessing me. You reminded me of an excellent point. The other day, somebody sent me a message. A solid ass fucking OG knuckle dragging prison guard that started in the late 80s. He said, Hector, what these administrators failed to realize is that they created guys like us. And I'm like, oh, 100%, bro. 100%. Because we would have been their best asset, their best tool. Do you guys want to know why CDCR administrators hate correctional officers, sergeants, and lieutenants? Here's why. This is the truth. If there's inmates' family members watching this, please listen. This is why CDCR administrators fucking despise correctional officers. An administrator will come up with the most stupidest fucking idea. The most stupidest idea. And they'll let the staff know, and the staff will look at them and be like, well, that's a stupid fucking idea, man. That's a horrible idea. Somebody's going to get hurt. And for some reason, in their fucking stupid administrator brain, they take it personal. They take it personal. They think that they know more than you because they promoted to a different level than you did. And that starts creating some type of sick resentment or weird fucking thing in their head where now they view you as a threat. They view you as the opposition, thinking, how dare these peasants not like my idea? So then they get crazy with it, and then they go forth with the idea. Well, of course, the idea ends with the death of Luis Aguilar. Remember Luis Aguilar, Gina Jones, you fucking bitch? And then when they fucking tell these fucking administrators, hey, you stupid assholes, didn't we tell you? Didn't we fucking tell you not to do that? They want to act dumb and say, no, this was your fault. This was your fault. Let me see everything. You didn't sign your logbook in the morning. That's why Luis Aguilar was killed. What the fuck? Nah, bitch, you're doing too much now. I had to quit. What do they call it? They call it gaslighting. Gaslighting is a term that I heard about 2 years ago. Never heard the term prior to 2 years. These fucking administrators, they gaslight, they manipulate, they lie, they cheat. They cheat. They all cheat on their spouse. That's a fucking fact. Damn, Hector, you got to put them on blast like that? Well, bitch, how are you going to write me up? You're cheating on your wife. You fucking write me up, motherfucker. Fuck. You're a fucking piece of shit. In the eyes of the Lord, you're a piece of shit. You fucking come at me? Fuck you. Fucking scoundrels. Maniacos, too. Perverts. Sexual harassment. You want to get to captain? Sexually harass somebody. You want to get to fucking AW? Fuck. Con artist. Yep, they need to learn how to fucking listen more. They need to learn how to listen, period. A clear example. Gina Jones puts out a memorandum to the Salinas Valley State Prison correctional officers saying, hey, you guys can't bring in your cell phones anymore, a video leak. She should have ran that by somebody. Somebody should have said, hey, she got her idea in her fucking stupid head. They're like, hey, this is what I think I'm going to do. Really? That's what you're going to do? That's what you're going to do? That's your answer. What you're going to do is you're going to put out a memorandum to the public and what is your job here? Like, what are you doing, lady? You fucking waste of taxpayer fucking money. What are you doing, dude? What are you all doing, you fucking idiots? What are you doing, you fucks? I'll see you right there, and Nate, eyeside. Did Vlad invite you to become a regular on the show? No, but I did see a comment saying that they should have Hector as a regular. I wouldn't mind. I like Vlad. I got real comfortable with him the last time, like chopping it up. The first time I was kind of nervous, right? I was new to interviewing. Now your boy has it down, man. I even said that correctional staff abuse inmates. Oh, fuck. Oh, I thought, oh, that's going to be the end of me. That's it. I don't know what the fuck they did. I don't know how they pulled that one off. Fuck. Oh, shit. Word is Kern Valley is going back to full program tomorrow. This is going to be 84. Tomorrow afternoon, count time, that's going to be 84. How do you know, Hector? I just have a gut feeling. Oh my God, yes, the sexual harassment thing is true as fuck too. Narcissistic people running the show, always denying. Facts. The homie said, or they ask for your ideas, steal them, and make them their own ideas. Yeah, but they usually end up putting their twist on it, which is horrible. And you're like, yeah, you fucking asshole. I'm not even mad when they steal a good idea because it's almost like, oh, thank God. Thank God they went with the good idea, right? Not with a stupid fucking idea. So I'm not even mad. The stealing of good ideas is not necessarily a bad thing. They need to steal more good ideas. That's all they should do. They should really just shut the fuck up and make it wink. 2 incidents today at CCI. Kern Valley State Prison, the worst prison in the state, 100%. I'll play your game. We'll have a poll. Can I put a poll on here? Can I put a poll? Start a poll. Add an option. Create a poll. Kern Valley State Prison. Ooh, this is going to be fucking cool as fuck. New Folsom. Lancaster. Kern Valley, New Folsom, and fucking Mule Creek. Ask a question. Which prison is the worst? Question mark. Start a poll. Let's go. I've never done this before. Do you guys see that or you guys don't see that? Fuck, I can't even see my comments anymore. No mames. Ah! Oh shit, this is cool as fuck. Dude, hey, I have a horrible memory. Every time I do a live, I need you guys to ask me to do a poll, and I'll do a poll. You guys can give me questions too or ideas. You guys can be like, hey, Hector, which fucking Sureño gang is the best? Florencia, 18th Street, White Fence, and then we'll put the poll, right? A CEO said CCI is going back on a 90-day lockdown. Maybe that might work. I don't know. At this point, I don't know what is going to work. I don't. You're going to have a lot of hunger strikes. You're going to have a lot of man downs, chest pains, a lot of officers calling in sick. I don't know what to tell you guys, man. It's bad right now. 60%. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, warriors of all ages, on the Hector Bravo, That Prison Guard channel. Which prison is the worst? Poll. Kern Valley State Prison leading with 61%, followed by New Folsom, also known as California State Prison Sacramento, 17%. Lancaster, 13%, and Mule Creek, 9%. You remember when Donovan was the fucking black eye of the state? Remember how I was there. The worst era of Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility, I was fucking there, man. You literally had officers getting stabbed by Mexican mafia member Yoda and administration trying to cover it up. All the way up to headquarters. Kimberly Seibel, Connie Gibson. Fuck. You guys wonder why I fucking quit? I lost my... When I saw administration headquarters cover up an attempted murder of 2 officers by a Mexican mafia member, I knew in my heart and soul and mind, you gotta go, Hector. I don't give a fuck if you're eating out of a trash can for the rest of your life.
So walk away now with your fucking dignity. Get the fuck out of here. That was God speaking to me. He said, get out of here. Go, go. I got you. I was scared. I'm going to trip. Best prison meal? Denny's, the Grand Slam on Sundays. Adsig, A5. How about the feds taking over CDCR? That wouldn't work. The feds are in cahoots. Office of Inspector General is a federal agency, and they are in cahoots with CDCR. That's a fucking fact. Buckle. Oh, dude, Buckle was the fucking worst. Oh, my. Dude, one of these days I'm going to have a Netflix fucking series. And I'm going to put all these characters in there. You're going to see that it's identical to Game of Thrones. These fucking people were something else. These people were something else. Hey, Hector, do correctional officers low-key have spreads of their own in the back? 100%. All you do is have spreads. Yeah. You always have spreads, man. Everybody always brings something. You have so much food. So much fucking food, man. So much food. Chips, sodas, hot wings, salt and pepper chicken wings, ceviche. All kinds of stuff, man. They're going to take away batons and give out pool noodles. Oh, no, man. I feel bad. You know, I'm trying to help you guys, right? You know, I'll be honest. I'm trying to help you guys. I'm not trying to necessarily clown everybody and everything and everyone. I'm actually trying to help you guys. I just can't help but laugh at the crazy shit. It's fucking mind-boggling. And you know, you guys hit me up every day. So many people hit me up every day. You guys all hit me up. And it's like, look, did you see this, Hector? Did you see this? And I'm like, yeah, I saw it. I saw it. Sometimes it'll give me anxiety, but not for too long because I realize I don't have to be in that environment. But I say, it doesn't bother me anymore. Some things bother me, some things really don't. But it's just like, ooh, golly. These fucking idiots, man. They're going to be whacking inmates with rainbow-colored dildos. Remember the GBG riot at fucking New Folsom? Hey. Remember when the GBGs beat the fuck out of the Northern Riders and it smelled like fucking mecos and shit all over the yard? What's up, Kara? Kara or Kara? Either or. Where you get ceviche at in the prison? Oh, you get it from the outside. You order it from outside. I have a funny fucking story about that. Funny story. I did my friend dirty. I don't want to talk about it. Humor is our salvation. What's up, Glorianne? Facts. Saludos to LT Pollard, a.k.a. Pollo, at Ironwood State Prison. He was a lieutenant over there. Vic. Hey, Hector, I know the corrections politics is different from New York and California, but I'm going to start the candidate process soon. What kind of advice do you have for me? Okay, Ice Cube. If you took out all politics out of the prison system, any prison system, and your job was to have keys, some less lethal use of force options, of communication skills, a list of policies and procedures that you have to abide by, a schedule. Let's say you got to get an inmate from point A to point B. Okay. Ideally, what you want to do is to get them there without any issues. So, conversation. Hey, let's go. Let's go, man. You know you shouldn't be here. It's time to go. Nah, fuck you. Fuck you, CO. You see, if he goes, then you did your job for the day. Whatever it may be. Game over, right? The day's over, no problems, nobody got hurt, no incidents, you didn't have to write a report. If he doesn't want to go, you just, depending on the situation, you got to start thinking, well, why doesn't this dude want to go? Like, is he fucking high? Is he drunk? Is he motherfucker have a knife? You should probably assume he has a knife if you want to survive. What does he have in his pockets? Where are his hands? You're watching this guy now, right? He's supposed to do something. He's not doing it. Why? And you should probably take a step back with your right foot, unless you're fucking southpaw. Then take a step back with your left foot. But you should probably start bracing for some type of confrontation. He's not initially doing something that needs to be done. Hey, dude, what's going on, man? Right? Your tone, bring down his anger he may have. Nah, man, I opened my lunch this morning and it was missing the peanut butter packet. Look, I haven't fucked with it. It's right here. Look. First of all, don't put your fucking face like a baboso. Where, bro? Don't do that. Just take it. I was going to say, just take his word for it. But it's just fucking play it by ear. Hey, man, hold on. Let me call the kitchen. Hey, did you manage to not put a fucking peanut butter in there? Possibly. Could have happened. Fuck. All right. Hey, dude, it could have happened, man. Take it back to your cell, dude. The next time they're passing out peanut butter, I'll give you an extra one. Depends, right? Is that going to cost you anything? Would I do that? Would I have ever done that in the past? No. But you are now in the future, 2025. They're giving them fucking gay pride parades. If I can give them a motherfucking peanut butter packet to fucking, I will never give them anything. That's a different scenario. You're not getting him to go home by giving up the house. He's not bribing you to give him something. You're addressing a problem. That was a bad example. You never want to barter with inmates. I don't give a fuck. I'd fucking die on the tier before I ever gave them something they weren't supposed to have. Legitimately. Because that's just not what I'm going to do. I don't reward bad behavior. But if there was an issue and I could fix an issue, the issue is going to get fixed. I'm going to fix the issue 100%. I'm not going to, the dude, give them what they have coming. Inmates have things, they're entitled to certain things, right? And if they don't get that certain thing, it's going to highly upset them for sure. Hector, can SNY inmate ask to move back to mainline? Yes. They rescind their SNY chrono. It's so weird. I've seen it. It's fucking weird. It was the black inmates. It wasn't the... It's scary, too, because you're like, fuck, man, what's going to happen? Are they going to kill this motherfucker? I would rather... Let me... Hold on. I might give you guys a treat. I might give you guys a treat. Active blank in Idaho has shot firefighters. What the F is up with our country? That could be an Iranian move. That could be an Iranian move. Yeah, I did see that before. Before I went live, I saw there was some type of terrorist act. I cannot believe that Kern Valley State Prison got 97 votes of the worst fucking prison. Oh, I know, Ray. Oh, I know, Ray. Hey, we're gonna try something. We're gonna try something. I was trying to do it the right way. Okay, I was gonna try something. You ready? For you 217 warriors watching right now, I was gonna attempt to get Renee Boxer Enriquez on side-by-side screen, but instead, we're going to talk on the phone conversation right now for you viewers. Damn, Hector, you got it like that? Watch this. Let me know if you guys can hear it, because this is only going to get as good as you can hear it. Yo, lower your volume over there, Renee.
I'm lowering it.
All right.
We're going to talk on the phone. Okay, I'm here. For you viewers. Hey, you got it like that? Watch this. Let me know if you guys can hear it, because this is only going to get as good as you can hear it.
Did you lower it?
I lowered it.
All right. Hey, what up, man?
Hey, brother, how you doing?
Good, dude. Good. I got you on the live right now. I know you wanted to tap in earlier. I wanted to do an interview, but this works too, bro. And we'll still do our interview.
Oh, yeah, definitely. We'll do another interview. I mean, I loved sitting down with you last time. I mean, I felt totally at ease, totally comfortable. And it was like, you know, talking to an old friend, man. Even though you were on the green side and I was on the blue side, there was that familiarity that made it so easy.
I want to ask you, you mentioned green side and blue side right now. I watched your recent video. Well, real quick, for the public out there, Renee Enriquez's new channel is back up. It's called Renee Enriquez Uncensored. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, I'm going to post the link right now. And
yeah.
I kindly ask everybody to subscribe.
All right. So I saw the video, bro, where you got transported by a helicopter.
Uh-huh.
And I wanted to get into the mindset, man. The mindset, because that white cop with the high and tight, the flat top, he's like, dude, we're putting 9 of the most dangerous human beings on a plane. How do you feel about that? And what was your mindset? Were you guys, in fact, the most dangerous human beings?
Oh, if they had not taken those measures that day, somebody would have got their cap peeled. I mean, that's absolutely guaranteed, because you had John Stinson, you had Ascari BTF, you had Lil Van from Trey, you had Smokey Sanchez from the Mexican Mafia, you had Henry Indio Carlos from the Mexican Mafia, you had Cuate Grajeda from the Mexican Mafia, you had me from the Mexican Mafia. I mean, there was a bunch of dudes in there that were like dangerous guys, right? So, I mean, definitely somebody would have got hurt. Look, just in the complexity of the complex there, Indio had stabbed Guate before, and I had stabbed Indio before, and we're all in the same transport.
Wow.
And we all have this animosity towards each other. But the mindset was that of total disorientation. Like, they put these blindfolds. These are SEB guys, like SWAT alpha dogs, kind of like CERT, like CERT for CDCR. Just their command presence when they came in, the way they were dressed and their BDUs, everything they wore, every movement that I observed was like, these guys are straight killers. And they were. I mean, this was part of the gold team. They transported us. And I knew they were serious business. I didn't know they were going to take us on helicopters.
Was that the one time only that had ever been done?
This is the only time that this type of special transport had been undertaken by the sheriff's department. I don't know at any other time in history in the state of California or anywhere else for that matter, other than CIA or some of those extreme rendition issues, has been taken for prisoners in California like this. For us, it was novel. It was completely novel.
Now, I ended up making a video letting the crowd know that your channel had gotten taken down, and primarily the subject was that, hey, can people change, right? Like, you yourself have changed from the man that you were getting transported on a freaking helicopter. I want you... Go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I mean, it's not for me to say that I've changed.
Correct.
I mean, that's self-gratuitous for me. It's, oh, yeah, I've changed. I'm a good guy now. I don't commit crime no more. I think the proof's in the pudding. That's all.
But I want you to elaborate on the story of the two wolves. The story of the two wolves. The bad wolf, good wolf, and which one you decide to feed. And
you know, that's an old Native American adage, I believe, is that two wolves reside within you, right? Within your soul, right?
Correct.
And the one that you feed the most, the good wolf or the bad wolf, is the one that dominates your personality. It's who you become, right?
Yeah.
So if you feed the bad wolf, you become a bad person. If you feed the good wolf, you become a good person. I think for the first, 40 years of my life, I fed the bad wolf.
40? 40? 40,
yeah. 40 years of my life. Yeah.
That's a long time, man.
There's a lot of bad.
Right.
There's a lot of bad that I've done in my life, and I've never denied that.
Right.
The things that I've done in my life that were horrible and repugnant, and they would take anybody aback, right? I can never undo that.
Right,
I don't think
right.
I don't think there's any amount of good that I could do that would ever, set the scales right. I mean, how you erase that? You can't erase it. It's done.
Right. No, I get it. You can only do a living amends and live each day, as God would want you to, or as a good person per se.
Yeah. You know what? I heard you talk about your addiction and your drug use as well. And you know what, man? It's so endearing to you when you said that, because I think we all fight our own demons.
Right.
And some more than others. Some of us dive down the rabbit hole until there's no return. But I'm the first person to say that there is a chance to redeem your life, if only it's for personal tranquility and peace.
Yeah.
I think that any man can change his life and become a better person, and I think that's the whole objective about living. It's each day trying to become a better human being.
What do you think prevents current and active gang leaders from leaving that lifestyle?
I think the part of it is the self-destruction. It's akin to committing suicide. It's part of your persona, right?
Okay.
I mean, obviously, if you know anything about psychology, and I'm just a thumbnail psychologist, right? I studied psych in college, right?
Yeah.
Bad psych, then psych. But we all gravitate towards gangs because we're missing somebody in our family. We're missing something in our family unit, right? So we gravitate towards a surrogate family, which is gangs. And then we go to prison, we become Sureños or Norteños, right?
Yeah.
And then we further that commitment by joining an organization, right? I think that they've modeled their whole personality over this ultra ego. Mine was boxer from the Mexican Mafia,
yeah.
Renee Enriquez, right? And it's so difficult to destroy that because it's all you know. It's called their character defects based on flawed criminal thinking, right?
Yes. Almost
It's hard to break that. It's hard to break that.
Would you say it's a disillusionment?
I think that for most of the guys, it's so difficult to do because they don't know other life. They know no other life, but it's akin to being like brainwashed. Like there's this indoctrination process that you go through. Like you can't be weak, you can't tell, you can't drop out, you can't PC, you can't do all these things because they're sacrilegious to the cause, right?
There's similarities. There's similarities being in the military. You don't talk about mental health. You want to ask for help. So I see this. I definitely see the similarities in men, and it doesn't matter what background you're from, right? A lot of ego, and I heard you mention ego a lot. A lot of unwillingness to ask for help.
I think that contemporary masculinity, right, and particularly in the Latino, Hispanic gang subculture, and even in the mainstream Latino community, and I hate that phrase. I hate that freaking. I think it's an ethnic label.
Yeah.
I'm not Latino. I'm not Hispano. I'm not Chicano. Yo soy Mexicano.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all, right? And in our culture, you don't show weakness, right? We're machistas, right? We're like tough
Yeah.
men that stand on our feet. So I think to go and seek out help, a lot of people consider that weakness. In fact, in the Bay, you couldn't go see the psych, right?
Correct.
There was a rule that you couldn't take psych meds in Cortland. You
Correct.
could be that around a psych referral, but you couldn't take the psych meds. But I'll be the first to tell you that I was going to therapy, even in Pelican Bay SHU for PTSD when I was there. I started in Pelican Bay SHU, and I carried it over to SNY when I went PC. And then I continued therapy after my release, and it's the best thing in the world. Like PTSD is
it's real.
An effort,
right?
Know?
What
it's
is
real,
it?
Dude.
What did your therapy seeking in Pelican Bay SHU look like? Would they escort you to a clinic?
No, see, it's back when the Madrid versus Gomez decision came down at Pelican Bay, when they started changing the way Pelican Bay operated. Because there was a time in Pelican Bay that if you refused to go to classification for any reason, like say I don't want to go to classification, they would extract you from the cell.
Wow.
The
yeah.
12 would come and they would extract you. I mean, you got some thrashings in the Bay. This was back in the foundation days where Green Line was real. You know, the green wall was real.
Yeah.
And so inmate named Madrid sued the director at the time. They called him the director, not the secretary. His name was Gomez. And they made some changes. So that encompassed mental health services. So a psych would walk around the tiers once a month. Just walk, hey, how you doing? You feeling okay? Hey, and none of us would talk to him.
Okay.
None of us, like, it was like against the rules to talk to him, but I was like, I'm done. So that didn't really apply to me, right? So I would talk to him. His name was Craig Noble. And he was a PhD. And I told him, how are we all have indeterminate SHU. So how are we ever supposed to get out of the SHU or even meet the requirements of the board if we can't participate in self-help? Because no programs exist here.
Right.
For SHU inmates. So he scratched his head, like really pondered it and says, I'll tell you what, start doing book reports and start watching the videos on the prison channels. And then, I'll pull you out once a month. And I was a little hesitant to do that because here I am, a made Mexican mafia guy in the height of my career.
Right.
And I'm going to see the site, but I did. And nobody said a damn thing. So I kept going.
I didn't know that.
That's how nobody knows.
No, that's a good thing. That's a good thing though, man, because people need to seek treatment. If you look at this fucking crazy world, it's like, damn, I wish a lot of people would seek more treatment.
Yeah. It's so difficult to just seek out help.
Right.
I think there's so many people, so many men suffering today, not just in prison, right? And definitely guys in prison. Just by history and definition, we are all classified as having antisocial personality disorder. So I couple that with substance abuse disorder and anything else they might, traumatic lifestyle, abuse, whatever it is, right?
Right.
People need help. I mean,
absolutely
need help. And you could do all the self-help rehabilitation that you want, and that's just fucking mumbo jumbo. I hear those guys speaking on some of these rehabilitation programs, and they sound like they're speaking to the board. But real internal healing comes from self-revelation, from self-acknowledgement, from self-love, dude. I mean, you have to love yourself to heal yourself. You got to know that something's broken before you can fix it,
Let me piggyback off of that, man. Right now, you said you have to love yourself, okay? You went through what you went through with the mafia, defecting, getting out of prison, and I went through what I went through, going to Iraq, seeing combat, losing brothers. I did not love myself. Okay, up until I sought treatment and they explained to me, you have to love yourself, Hector. How important is it for a person to love themselves before they can help anybody else?
Oh my God. How can you love anybody else unless you love yourself? You just can't. I mean, you can't love anybody unless you first internally see yourself as like, I'm of value. I'm worthy of that. And that's not narcissism at all. That's just about self-appreciation, right?
Correct.
Look at the stuff that guys do. They stick needles in their arms and they get life sentences and they abandon their families and their children. and they go to prison for the gang, and that's not self-love, man.
Right.
That's self-destruction. That's self-destruction. I don't care how you look at it. That's self-destruction. And until you can say, to me, my family is the most important thing, and my children are the most important thing, and I am the most important thing, then you can't love anybody. You have to have that matureness and that self-awareness and that self-awakening, that self-reckoning. I think the self-reckoning is the hardest thing for an individual in gangs to really understand, because it's a harsh thing, to abandon it, the thing that you've devoted your whole life to, and walk away from it. It's very difficult to do that for the average guy.
When you were an active member of the organization, were you hard off?
Yeah, but I was filled with self-doubt. I was never the confident guy you thought I was.
Really?
Yeah.
So what, were you overcompensating, would you say?
To say the least. I thought this, dude. Even though in the second year I knew I was going to drop out, because there wasn't that brotherhood.
Yeah.
I mean, there was a few guys that I was really close to, like Watershai Shryak, Black Dan Varela, Sammy Villalba, Chico Castro, Mariano Martinez. That's back when Cardenales were Cardenales, when you were their brothers, right?
Yeah.
Like all the other guys, they weren't my brothers. They were members, and they were from the organization, but they weren't my brothers. But those guys I just mentioned were my brothers. But beyond that, it was all about backstabbing and deceit. And I don't care who says what about this now, right?
Yes.
It's never been about brotherhood. It's about power, greed, and that's it. And killing. That's all it's about. So, from like the second year, I knew like this really ain't really for me, because there's no money in it, and there's really no prestige. It's like a high-powered gang. That's what it was when I got in. And it wasn't really a real criminal syndicate until the early 90s, right?
Yeah.
That's when it became what it was.
From your vantage point, do you see the similarities between organizations like the one you just spoke about and government entities and government agencies?
Well, obviously, there's the same mentality, that same military mentality, that same expected norms and behaviors that like you don't snitch on each other.
Right.
You're not a coward. You got to back up your partner.
Right.
And certain things that are just expected of you in the organization. Any bureaucracy has the same politics, right? Because there are politics in the mob, there are politics in the military, there are politics in the CDCR.
Right.
And some of them are good and some of them are bad, right?
Right.
The majority of them are bad, and that's just the reality of it.
True. I've been watching your latest episodes where you mentioned, what was it you say his name was? Monte?
Oh, Monte Jackson. Munta. It's actually Munta.
Munta.
M-O-U-N-T-A.
Was that the guy that was talking shit to you?
Yeah, he was ashamed of his name, so he called himself Monte. And I told him one day, I said, man, that's a proud African name, bro. Why don't you just embrace that?
Yeah.
He was talking shit. He had F my mom.
You think he was EOP?
No, he was not. He was just a problem child. Like, nobody was going to tell him. He took our phone. We had a phone on wheels with a cord. He cut the cord so we couldn't make phone calls. Like, he was doing JCAT stuff, but he wasn't a JCAT. And
it's crazy to hear you say that. Because you're able to identify the ones that are actually not, mentally ill versus the ones that are acting like it. Because we see it all the time on the green side.
Oh yeah, in the clinical sense, it's called malingering.
Oof.
And that means faking. They're faking it, right?
Correct.
This dude wasn't a JCAT. He was just a problem child, right? He had never been around structured, disciplined men, right? He was a kid, and he thought because he was a crip, he was a high-powered dude, right? Well, we were high-powered dudes,
right?
Like we were with the function, and I would say that out of arrogance or like. I mean, we put in work, and when work had to be done, we did it, right? We didn't talk about it. We just did it. This guy here's wolfing at us through a locked door, and I told him, hey, bro, you know what you're doing? You know what you're talking to.
Do you think he realized who he was? Do you think he understood the gravity of the situation?
The gravity of the situation was such that as soon as he tried, we couldn't get to him. We were going to cut off the bars because we had hacksaw blades.
Was that possible? Was it possible to cut off the bars?
Oh yeah, we did. We cut off the bars and we got a guy named Anthony Oliver there. He smuggled in some heroin for me and kept it.
Yeah.
And then told me he lost it, and we found out he had it.
Wow.
I had a camarada cut off the bars in 2904 and stabbed the heck out of that guy until they thought he was dead, right?
Yeah.
But Luther Jackson got an issue of that when he went down to 1750. I contacted the guy who represented the Crips at the time. His name was Vincent Bruce. He was a Venice East Coast Crip, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not sure. One of those Crips. But he was a good dude. He was like CCO. And I told him he disrespected your organization. He disrespected my mother. You know, could you have him dealt with? And they speared him, but they just grazed him. And then my guys got him the second time. And then he came back to 2904, which is a super high power unit.
Yeah.
And he apologized. And he said, like, hey, man, I don't want any problems. I really apologize.
Yeah.
Like, there was some humility in his voice at that time, you know?
Damn, dude. That's wild, man. So you restarted up your channel, dude. What are your goals? You don't have to give your game plan up, but do you have a game plan in the future of your channel?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we were up to almost 20,000 subscribers last time.
Dang, dude.
Yeah, we did it in a couple months, you know? So, I mean, we grew exponentially, and we're going to continue to, like, I just started the same channel with the same name. Because crypto hackers, sent me an email, right? I had received a couple of sponsorship offers from legitimate organizations, right? I clicked on their link. I checked out their proposals. We just weren't ready for it at the time. When this third one came in, it looked legit. It was there's a gaming community. They wanted to sponsor us with gear and all kinds of stuff, swag, all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
So when I clicked on the link, nothing happened. And by the time I clicked on the link and I woke up in the morning, they had taken over 2 channels, the Mob Spot and Renee Enriquez Uncensored. So that happened, right? They took over email, they took over everything. They didn't compromise like personal security, they didn't compromise bank accounts and all that. Even though I went and took precautions, canceled credit cards, like it was a major hassle. Like the past week has been all about recovery. You know, creating a new channel, firewall, everything. We're doing everything possible, right? But,
right.
You know, it's just unfortunate. And here's the humbling thing, bro.
What's that?
At first I got angry, like, man, I really worked hard for this. You know, I really dedicated myself to this, and it's months of hard work, you know,
right.
And we were doing okay financially. You know, the channel was making money, and we identified with our viewers, and
right.
And then it hit me, right? You worked hard for this, and you dedicated yourself to it. What about all those guys you extorted?
Right.
What about all the people who were victimized by you somehow, by the person you had hit and her mother who heard about it and she cried? And
right.
Just think of that. And it was like a learning experience. So, because I think everything has to be a learning experience in your life. If you're not willing to learn, then you stop growing as a human being, right?
Oh, bro.
So I took it as that.
Yeah.
I took it as that and just said, you know what? Learning experience. I made a foolish mistake by clicking on a link.
Right.
Never do it again. Like, I'll give a warning to all my viewers. Whoever subscribes to my channel, if you send a link, you're getting booted, bro. don't send a link or attachment to my channel at all. You'll get booted out of there, because we know now. Can I make a pitch for my channel right now?
Yeah.
You know, I'm speaking to all the viewers right now in Hector Bravo's live. You know, I truly appreciate it if you guys would go and subscribe. I posted a link here in the comments for the channel. I'll post it again right now. If you guys would go and subscribe, we need 1,000 subscribers. We don't have that yet. And 4,000 watch hours. That's kind of that is the rule for YouTube, that we have to get 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers before we become monetized, right? And so I encourage all of you just to go subscribe. You know, share the link with your friends. You know, let's get this channel back to where it was. Everybody knows the content that I put up is righteous. I don't talk ish about anybody on the channel. We don't respond to those reaction videos. We don't do none of that, right? This is just a straight up information channel. And appreciate you guys' support. To all my viewers out there who have just become members, I truly apologize to everybody who experienced any negativity behind this, but we're rebuilding, and we thank you all for your support, because it's you, the viewers, who are the backbone of my channel. I'm plagiarizing your line, bro.
What's that? Keep pushing forward?
Yeah, we're pushing forward. We're pushing forward.
Yeah. No, that's good.
Without my viewers, I couldn't do it.
Right. No, man, that's huge. I'm glad, you mentioned resilient on one of your episodes. You were resilient. Resiliency is a good trait to have, man. It's up there.
You have to be resilient. Living the kind of life that I lived. I mean, in the shoe and collectively, I did about 20 years lockdown.
That's a lot, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's something, but I deserved it. I was the person that needed to be locked up because I was a violent guy, right?
Yeah.
And again, I don't say that with braggadocio or arrogance or pride. It's just a statement of fact, and I merited that, But to be resilient, to bounce back, I think the hardest thing were all those reversals from the governor. We just over and over and over. The governor, I get granted parole by the board, and the governor would take my parole date away. So yeah, I had to be resilient.
That's what I was looking for from you, because I'm like, you know what? How I want Renee Enriquez to explain to the crowd how he's resilient, why he's resilient. Because if the average person had their YouTube channel taken down, they would probably have a meltdown, lose their mind, be highly upset. But you handled it fairly well, bro. And that's, I think, the kicker right there. You're like, dude, I've had my parole denied countless fucking times.
Yeah, it's difficult. I mean, to have your life taken away from you and everything you worked for over a decade and a half taken away, and the capricious decision of a governor who's only caring about political optics and the prism he sees it through, the presidency, right? Far be it from me to criticize a sitting governor, but
right.
I mean, that's what I was experiencing in politics, right? I got granted parole 5 times. I had to sue the governor. I actually writ a habeas corpus, right? 3 times, and the 3rd time I was successful.
Wow.
But look, resiliency is something that we all have. Everybody has human spirit, right?
Yeah.
A lot of people curl up and want to quit, and I have too. I have felt that way before, that I wanted to quit, just say fuck it, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Why do this? But I think that resiliency comes with clarity and sobriety. As soon as I became sober, I realized, man, there's so much more to life than this. Even if I die in prison, at least I'm at peace and I'm free and I'm not a drug addict anymore. And I'm proud of myself for that.
Dude, like I said, what you pulled off was more than 1 in a million, man.
Yeah, I was the poster child for never getting out of prison. I mean, I said this in our last interview, and I think we got to do as soon as I come back into the state.
Yeah,
I will definitely contact you. We'll sit down. We'll get to your studio.
Let's do it.
And we'll do an interview. We'll do a face to face, because I really enjoy your company. You're a good brother. Thank you so much for helping me, bro. You've done, today. I think a couple other channels have made videos letting the viewers know, like Renegade Media.
Gunner made another Gunner.
Collective.
Yeah,
a couple guys have done this, and you guys did solids by letting everybody know what was going on. I didn't want everybody to think that I just dropped off the face of the map.
Yeah.
I didn't, I didn't, and I appreciate what you. But let's sit down.
Let's do it, man.
Let's do a real interview as soon as we can, and I appreciate the opportunity for calling in.
Cool. All right, man. Take care, and we'll get you more people in the channel. Have a good evening, man.
All right, I'll post the link one more time for all the people in the live. Thank you so much for listening, you guys. Peace out, folks. Be safe, and like I said in the past, look for those glimmers, man.
That's right.
Those glimmers are those things that give you peace, tranquility, love. If you find those glimmers in life, you can overcome anything. All right, brother.
Cool. All right, Renee. Later. Well, there we have it, folks. Renee Boxer Enriquez called in, man. Yeah, what a trip. Life's a trip, carnal. That's what they say. I'll leave this interview on. No pun intended. I'll leave this live up for you guys. Thanks for everybody. I got 2 thumbs down. Fucking haters, man. Go to hell. Nah, just kidding. Love you guys. Keep pushing forward.